The #1 life hack when it comes to getting the big all gains in crypto gaming is getting in launches before they even launch. And so yes, today we're going to be going over some upcoming crypto gaming coins. And yes, it is important to say that the play to airdrop meta is still very much a thing. If you didn't know what play to airdrop was, it is the opportunity to play video games or do social campaigns, liking tweets for the opportunity to go ahead and earn some coins before they even go ahead and launch. If you enjoy this kind of content, as always, like and subscribe. We bring you the alpha every single day in gaming, and let's get right into it. So here we go. I want to start this video off by talking about Planet Mojo. Now, this is a turn-based game with their first game, Mojo Melee, of course, a nominee of the Gamers' Choice Awards. It is an auto battler game. I know it's not the most popular genre in the world. I'm well aware that this is the case. However, here's the however. Some of these crypto gaming coins coming out without the largest FDVs in the world beginning to build out their IPs, really a lot of this is just stepping stones. If you think about games like Alluvia, where they have their auto battler component, but they also have their open world and they also have their city builder component, and that IP just continues to build on itself over time. They have the actual founder, Mike Levine, here that has been doing a phenomenal job. And here's the important thing for you trying to get into gaming coins early if you don't want to spend any money. Well, Mojo missions officially went live, what was it, yesterday? So you have a bit of time. You might not have the most time in the world, but it is time to start farming some Mojo, right? If you're into crypto gaming airdrops, you accumulate Mojo social airdrop points by going and completing missions. This could be liking tweets, responding, making threads, and making user-generated content, etc., etc. Very easy stuff to do. I'll leave the link in the description if you're interested in doing this. Other things you should know is, I mean, this was a very recent announcement for their Mojo token. So we don't have any concrete details on exactly what's going on just yet. But to say the least, there is a lot of hype in crypto gaming right now. And Mojo is one of those plays you should be looking at. Now, the next one is Playa3ull Games, because Playa3ull Games, they have Nexus, which Nexus is one of their games on their website, and Nexus has had a pretty decent DAU. People are farming Playa3ull coins by playing this, and this is a play that we covered on the channel, a node play that has been kind of super sleeper. It's gone down quite a bit since its massive 10x run. Now we're still up around like 3.5x since that. And here's what I think. A lot of people are going to have different opinions on, teams that are family based, on whether or not, but do they have the organizational skills to make it work? I do think that, these projects, are they going to be the next $30 billion project? I don't know. There are plenty of family-owned businesses before in the past that have done phenomenal. In fact, a lot of the ones back then were definitely family-owned. So I really am bullish on what Playa3ull Games is going to be doing in the future. DCA points, I don't think we're there just yet. And, I would probably wait until like the 2.5 range to the 2.7 range before I would consider accumulating more Playa3ull. But we're starting to get to those points where I'm like, I like nodes and I like accumulating them. So the next one is Elixir. So they're doing a free mint, and this free mint gives you vials, and these vials, they're able to be redeemed for their launch pads. It depends on the one that you have. It could be a whale, it could be a little lobster, depends on the tier that you end up getting, but it does give you allocations, and that is awesome. Elixir has announced their Elixir coin. It's backed by Square Enix. They have a pretty big team, have done a $14 million seed round that they announced back in March 27th, so not very long ago. I imagine that their coin is gearing up for full launch, and this seems to me to be one of the biggest launch pads that are going to be coming out in the year of 2024 for crypto gaming coins. So you're definitely going to want to be doing more research on what Elixir is. There's the big boys like Cetify, Neo Tokyo, and now I think Elixir might be that third behemoth entering the crypto gaming space. So Arcade is another coin that I'm also looking at, and Arcade is a Web3 gaming platform. The easiest way to go ahead and explain what Arcade is doing is that they are allowing people to pretty much rent out their assets, or they're allowing games to go ahead and put out a certain amount of their tokens so that people can play their game and incentivize them to play it for profit. They have mission pools, which mission pools are just assets. You have a certain task that you need to do, and then you earn the coin. You go ahead and get your X arcades. So if you're interested in playing games and earning money from it, then you're going to like what Arcade is building. If you're someone that doesn't have the time to play the assets that you own currently, then you're also going to like Arcade because you can make your own mission pools and put your assets in there and make money there. So that's kind of the idea behind Arcade. They did go ahead and recently announced a ton of people that have invested in them. I mean, you could go all day just reading the amount of people. I mean, even Illuvium is invested into this thing. Tons of games have been interested in Arcade for a very long time. In terms of the GameFi sector, I think this is going to be one of the larger launches in terms of FTV, but is one that I'm definitely looking at. In terms of IDOs, they're going to be having a 350K allocation on Arcade inside of the ChainGPT pad, which ChainGPT, I mean, they have almost, what, 1 million followers, so definitely a lot of people looking at ChainGPT. So not something you're going to want to miss out on if you are on the Launchpad space. Now, the next one is Mon Protocol. Now, Mon Protocol, it's by the folks over at Pixelmon. They've done a huge comeback, and they are just killing it right now on Mon Protocol, building out a bunch of different games on Mon Protocol. I mean, just look at all these different games that are building on there and partnering. So there's a ton of possibilities. This is like, think about Pokemon and then think about it on blockchain. And then think about it way more awesome than the current Pokemon is, because you could actually go ahead and real-time play as your Pokemon. I mean, that's the easiest way of explaining what Pixelmon is, but Mon Protocol is just the layer on top of that. The studio that's going to have all those different games on there, and a beautiful, beautiful little chain to go ahead and put it all together, which I think, you know, if they can build out Pixelmon right, this is going to be absolutely huge. It's already gone ahead and launched its pre-sale, so you're going to have to get into this one on the public. But we're getting close to when this is going to happen, and I personally went ahead, hopped on there as well, so something you should know. You do also have this Mon token, which is just specifically just for governing IP tokens. The next one is Love Monster, which Love Monster did announce back in March 7th that they were going to have a play for airdrop event. This is a game that is currently built out, and it has pretty awesome talent from Disney and Marvel. They are 100% focused on building the Love Monster IP, and so hopefully they go ahead and make it a success. They have this campaign that's been going on for a bit. They have a Love Monster token that is going to be coming out as well, because I mean, you see right here, we have 5 million tokens he wants to airdrop you. I mean, I don't know, like put 1 + 1 together. So if you've ever wanted to earn tokens and you're interested in games, kind of like back in Axie, where it was turn-based, you had your skills, you were upgrading your monsters, you had different stats that you could put onto it, then you're going to like what Love Monster is doing. And right now you can play this, so it's not like a game that you can't play at all. It's going to be free to play and earn, trade in game items, all that kind of good stuff. Now, the last one I want to talk about is Xborg, and they are big into player identity protocols. Imagine like you're a person that does really well in certain games. You want to be recognized in new games that end up coming out. These projects are looking for specific people in certain games. Well, having a player identity protocol is your way of going and conquering this. Another cool thing that I talked to Xborg about recently on a Twitter space was the fact that, you know, player identity protocols, they can be kind of used to see whether or not people are cheating in video games by, I mean, like if you get flagged in one game, then other games can go ahead and flag you as well. So a lot of different ways that Xborg can make sense of their utility. They have also really cool stuff like, you know, they're onboarding millions of people from Team Liquid, NIP, Team BDS, and of course, probably some even bigger team that's currently redacted. They currently have the Xborg pre-sale that is pretty much happening. If you're going to be getting in, I personally have gotten in, so disclosure there. Use the code XBG-JM. We have gone ahead and done plenty of stuff with these Prometheus chestplate NFTs. We did it in Legion. It's our Discord server. Go to the link in the description if you're interested in joining there. But the big vision here is that, you know, there are going to be a lot of applications that are going to be built out in esports. Player identity protocols are going to be a big deal in the future as cheating is rampant right now. And I think a lot of these transparency layers are going to be coming from the crypto space, especially the revenue that a lot of these guys want to go ahead and build out. They've been struggling with, and I think crypto is going to be that way to make it easier for them. So that's what Xborg is building out, and that's why I'm excited for Xborg. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Just a quick video here explaining some of the plays that I'm currently looking at. Are you bullish on any of them? Are you looking at maybe plays that I haven't looked at? Has to be gaming related. Let me know in the comments section. Till the next time, stay classy, and that's all.